Hey, this is AJ with Just Keep Moomin TCG here. I'm going to be on the left playing Suisei, and Ethan is on the right playing Kiara Polka. I'm going to get us started by playing out 2 normal PCs to find 2 debut Suiseis, attaching a cheer to my Muna, collabing with a debut Muna, and passing on over to Ethan. Ethan's going to get us started by searching up a collab Pekara with his normal PC. And the Pekara is going to come down and collab. And he's going to go for the roll, and he does miss. If that collab Pekara rolls an even, he can search up his Buzz Polka, which is the main attacker, to his deck, and unfortunately he misses. A couple more debuts come down, and he'll attach a KFP to the Kiara. And with the KFP effect, he's going to pitch 1, draw 1. So with the Kiara Oshi skill, he knows that he can pick up that Polka that he just pitched. And he's going to go to his performance step, mark 20 damage on my Muna. I'm going to go ahead and get us started, attaching a cheer to a debut Suisei, playing the collab as Ski, blooming into first Suisei and marking 20 damage onto the Polka in the back. Just trying to soften those up because 240 HP is going to be a lot to chew through. I'm going to play a Mane-chan, shuffling my hand back and drawing a new grip of 5. I do see a second Suisei in there, so that's good. Counting up my stage. Another debut Suisei comes down. We're going to bloom into a second, and we're going to ping another 20 damage onto that Polka, so that's going to be 40 total on that debut. Collab with the ASCII. And I managed to roll too high, so no extra cheer for the turn, and we'll end it by going to performance and sticking 20 damage onto his center Polka. Heading over to Ethan's turn. He's going to attach a cheer onto the Kiara. I wonder if he plans on pushing that one up to try to find a mascot. Kotori onto the Kiara. Promote. And there is a collab effect, but I think he's declining it. Oh, he does have to pitch a card first. So he's going to pitch the Polka. Searching a mascot. I think he searched up a fan, which I don't know if I think that was an illegal play, but that's okay. Most of us, very new to this card game, we're all just trying to celebrate our fandom and have fun while building a community. We'll get better. We'll figure it out as we keep going. This isn't even Ethan's deck, he's actually borrowing mine. So he's going to bloom into the first Kiara, looks at the top 3, adds... I think he added a Pekara to hand and trashes the rest. Oh, here come the fans. 1 troop onto the center Polka, another KFP onto the collab Kiara. It's tough that he lost out on the Rabbit Alliance. He's got a Pekara on stage that he could actually just attach it to. Plays the Mane-chan, new hand. Blooms into the first Polka, which lets him find his troop. And here we go again. We are just attaching fans for turn. So these Polkas, once these Buzz Polkas come down, they're going to be swinging for quite a bit. Ethan has used his Oshi skill, so there's no more Holo Power for him. And he's going to go for the KO onto my Muna and mark 40. Put the cheer onto the Suisei in the back. Oh yeah, we are definitely setting up for a second Suisei. Thinking pretty long and hard about who's going to be my new center, but I think it should just be the Muna. Nope, goes with the Suisei into the center. The thought here must be I just want to protect a Muna, so then that way I'll still have the energy acceleration. Mane-chan to reset my hand, shuffle it back, draw 5. And we did bloom into the second Suisei, so she does need 4 cheer to attack, but with her collab effect, she'll get 1 out of deck or out of my cheer deck, so that's good. I wonder if I don't know if we managed to draw a first Muna. So with her collab effect, she'll attach a cheer. Suisei will attach a cheer when she collabs. Just wanted to prove to Ethan that all of my cheers are blue. We will bloom into the first Muna, and we do get an energy to attach. Okay, so we're attaching in the back with the expectation. Oh, nope, never mind. We redo it again. So we attach to the center, attach an axe, and this will deal the 40. Yeah, it'll deal 40. And then I'm supposed to put 10 in the back. And we're just going to keep pinging down this Polka in the back. And I'm just looking up at my phone, clarifying the way that the Suisei attack reads. Because she's able to target any HoloMem on the stage. So I don't necessarily have to attack the center Polka. But I will swing for 180 using my SP Oshi skill. And I'm going to mark another 120 on the Polka in the back. So I took out 2 fans, and that's essentially 3 life. So that was a super turn for me. I'm now 2 life ahead. Ethan just lost out on 2 fans, so that cuts a lot of his attack power down. And now he has no real attackers set up. Attaches a cheer to the Kiara for turn. And he does have a Buzz Polka in hand. We do see that. Normal PC to search out another Polka. But right now, he's just trying to stem the bleeding. Let's see. He's thinking about collabing with the Pekara. Because if he manages to hit, he'll be able to search out. He'll be able to search out another Buzz Polka, but he does miss. Luckily for him, he does happen to have a Buzz Polka in hand already. Blooms into it, searches out the troop member, attaches to the one in the back, because Polka will count all of the fans on stage. Doesn't necessarily count, or doesn't have to be all the fans attached to her. He should have enough to take out the Suisei in the center, which is fine. So I will lose a life. Uh-oh. Did I forget to take a life? Oh boy. A lot of us are still very new to the game, guys. There's a lot of board state that you have to maintain. A lot of new phases that don't normally... Woo, what am I saying? The Dawn phase that exists in every game. But I should have taken a life there, so it should be 2 to 3, and it should be a little bit closer. I'm playing a Mane-chan, resetting my hand. Draw Draw 5. We drew into a new Muna. Bloom, attach a cheer. We're gonna bloom, attach a cheer to the center. Suisei. We're gonna bloom into another first Suisei, marking 20 damage to the Polka in the back. And we are going to collab with the debut ASCII. Rolling. We're gonna see if we manage to roll 4 or lower. We don't. We miss on the ASCII again. We never managed to hit on the ASCII. And then we'll mark 60 damage onto the Buzz Polka. Is that 60? It seems like a big number for the first Suisei. Remember, this was our first local, so this was last week now. So my tempo is it's not bad, but it is a little off. I feel like I want to be building up my Suiseis in the back more. That's probably the hardest part about this game is like energy management. So you have to be building up 3 different members. It's the one in the center, one to collab with for turn, and then one to collab with the turn after. Because if you're not managing it like that, you're gonna be taking a turn off every turn. You have to. You're gonna be taking a turn off every other turn, right? Because if your collab isn't built up, or like a second collab isn't built up, there's gonna be a whole attack that's either just not doing anything or it's like a whiff. Looks like I have to go do a judge call, so I step out for a second there. Clarifying his board state for myself, I'm just checking what is under this Kiara. Wow, that Kiara is loaded though. She's got everything on her. Gonna collab with the Kiara, which will be able to knock out this ASCII. Yeah. We take a life there. And yep, and another KO there. So really I should just be at 1 life, I think. Yeah. So Ethan manages to take 2 KOs there. I should only be at 1 life. I'll promote the Suisei. So it looks like we're taking another turn off, which feels so bad. We're going to bloom into the first Muna, which lets us attach a cheer from our cheer deck to our Suisei, who already now has 4 cheer. And we're trying to see. I've already used my SP Oshi skill, so we're gonna collab, attach a cheer, a 5th cheer onto the Suisei. And Ethan's gonna use his SP Oshi skill to try to save the Pekara. Or it doesn't necessarily save the Pekara, it prevents the damage that the Pekara would be taking. And we also knock out the Kiara. So we swung both attacks into the collab Kiara. And with the Suisei effect, I trashed 2 cheers and discarded 2 energy to put 120 on the Pekara in the back. Head on over to Ethan's turn. A couple debuts come down. Wonder if he's gonna use this collab or the Spot Pekara to try to find. Nope. He's gonna collab with the Polka, probably knowing that he doesn't have. Oh, he does have another. He had another Buzz in deck. So if he had collab with the Pekara, there's a chance he could have bloomed into another Buzz Polka. Mane-chan, draw 5. He's really managed to thin his deck, though. He's done really well. Between the Kiaras and the Polkas searching. Oh, he draws into the boss's orders now after already having played the Mane-chan. So he's gonna bloom into the first Polka, which does let him add another fan. Super good for him. He should have this knockout on this Suisei. My center Suisei. Right now, Ethan's just doing all of the math here. And a lot of math being done here. A lot of table tapping going on here. Does manage to knock out the center Suisei. Pushes the collab Suisei to the back. Don't know what I'm checking for, but I will attach the cheer to the first Suisei. So the first attach was for life. This second attach was for turn. Gonna promote the Muna. And granted, I should have lost this game, but this is a really cool interaction that's about to happen. And I did have to search it up, and I had to ask the judge Discord, but I did manage to get my answer. A lot of discussion because I'm like short on energy to attack with the second Suisei. But then I realized that he does have a pretty low HP member. More math being done here. So reading my Oshi skill, I'm going to bloom into the first Suisei, and I'm going to mark 20 damage on the Polka, the debut Polka in the back. If it gets down from that, Ethan does not take a life. However, I'm going to use my SP Oshi skill, which will mark an additional 50 damage, and that's enough to KO the Polka, and Ethan will lose his last life for that. So super cool interaction because it does get around the text on the first Suisei where he wouldn't lose the life. Because it's being downed by my Oshi skill, he does actually lose that life. So I definitely lost this game because I forgot to take a life. That was my bad. Sorry, Ethan. I'll get you your boss's orders. Well deserved. Anyways, we're just checking the rules here. But remember, this is many of our first times playing this game. So we're just out here having fun. In a more serious competition, hopefully we would get that call right and figure that out. Right now, we're just trying to get into the hang of all the motions and stuff. So, once again, this is AJ with Just Keep Moving TCG. Remember to be good to yourself, be yourself, and just keep moving.